me. Hear my call. Come to me. Does evil come from within us? Or from beyond?
It is coming.
He is coming to us.
No! We are here encountering the vampire, Nosferatu.
In news, Robert Eggers, bad dude, directed The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, has finally gotten around to making his storied Nosferatu remake. The teaser trailer dropped on June 24th for a December 25th release. Yule Christmas Day.
Well, Merry hamster flea-bitten bloody Christmas, Reggie, you double turkey neck.
Who the fuck is Reggie?
Y'all's motherfuckers. You know, regular dudes, regular Christmas dudes.
Eggers' film is a remake of one of the most influential films of all time, the 1922 German silent horror film titled Nosferatu. Eine Symphonie des Grauens, Du bist eine Schlampe, or A Symphony of Horror in English. It's an unauthorized adaptation of Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula. The character names and some plot details were changed, it is thought, to attempt to avoid legal repercussions. But the story closely follows Stoker's novel. After finding out about the production, Bram Stoker's widow sued them, which ultimately ruined the wider release of the film. And the film company itself, Pronafilm, went under. Bram Stoker's wife is a real bitch. A real nice lady, I'm sure. You don't come up with a blood-sucking killer without living with one. Fuck, bro. Call him like I see him. Do ya? A judge ruled in Stoker's favor and forced all copies of Nosferatu to be destroyed. Luckily for us and horror archivists everywhere, many copies survived the order to destroy and have now been restored and digitally archived. I mean, this film is over 100 years old and certainly worth a watch if you appreciate film, and especially if you don't mind reading along with your movies. Oh, subtitles? Have some culture. I am cultured. Countercultured. Uh-huh.
They try to play us.
Yeah. The original film was directed by 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗏. The film stars classical theater actor Max Schreck as Count Orlok, a vampire who moves into town and brings death with him. Nosferatu is renowned for its expressionist style, eerie atmosphere, and innovative use of shadows and lighting. Willem Dafoe worked with Eggers on his art house style film and strange tale, The Lighthouse, alongside Robert Pattinson. He also worked with Eggers on the Viking epic, The Northman. Dafoe also graces this new Nosferatu film, but this time as a character called Professor Albin Eberhard von Franz. Eggers' vampire will be played by horror extraordinaire, Bill Skarsgård, with a little thing on the A. Skarsgård will also play the lead in the Crow remake, out later this year. Other notable stars include Lily Rose Depp, Johnny Depp's daughter, who plays Ellen Hutter, the vampire's love interest. And fresh from his last Dracula reimagining, Renfield, Nicholas Hoult will be playing her husband, Thomas. Eggers also brings back Ralph Ineson, who appears in The Witch and The Northman. In a statement from Focus Films, Robert Eggers' Nosferatu is a gothic tale of obsession between a haunted young woman and the terrifying vampire infatuated with her, causing untold horror in its wake. In the original storyline, a German man, Thomas Hutter, is sent to Transylvania by his employer, estate agent 𝗕𝗏𝗏, to visit a prospective client named Count Orlok, who intends to purchase a house near Hutter's own residence. Hutter journeys to Count Orlok's Transylvanian castle in the Carpathian Mountains to complete the sale. In doing so, he gradually uncovers Orlok's vampiric nature. One evening, Orlok notices a miniature portrait of Hutter's wife, Ellen, on Hutter's desk and makes a remark about her beautiful neck. I mean, when that neck bone be looking fly, you feel me? Around that time back in Germany, Ellen's mental state deteriorates. Count Orlok's influence causes her to have disturbed thoughts and experience strange sleepwalking episodes. In Transylvania, Orlok follows through with the house purchase from Hutter, but hastily travels back to Germany, leaving Hutter behind, locked in the castle, from which he eventually escapes and follows. Count Orlok travels by unconventional means, hiding in a coffin filled with rats and earth. He is sailed by boat to Germany, where black plague-like sicknesses and chaos descend upon the town.
Wow, a feel-good love story.
Nosferatu has had a lasting influence on horror cinema and popular culture. Its imagery and themes have been referenced in numerous films, TV shows, and other media. You can give a lot of that credit to director 𝗕𝗏𝗺𝗏, or even cinematographer Fritz Arno Wagner, but perhaps it was Albin Grau who was the most influential on the piece. He was one of the film's producers, Prana Film Company owner, expressionist artist, and a practicing occultist. Grau claimed that he was inspired to shoot a vampire film by an experience he had in the First World War. Grau claims that during the winter of 1916, while in Serbia, a farmer told him that his father was a vampire and was of the undead. As a lifelong student of the occult and member of the magical order called Fraternitas Saturni, who had ties to famous occultist
And resident unholy one,
Aleister Crowley, Grau was able to infuse the film with mystical undertones taken from real life. One example being the cryptic contract full of symbols that Count Orlok and Knock exchange. The symbols are known Enochian, Hermetic, and alchemic symbols. Grau also designed the film's costumes, sets, and makeup. Plus, he was responsible for the film's advertising, creating the movie posters and ads himself.
check his cool shit out. Check this really cool shit out. Albin Grau's cool shit. Check his really cool shit out.
For Eggers, recreating Nosferatu is a passion project. He fell in love with the movie while in middle school. Later, in high school, he would head the production of Nosferatu as a senior-directed play. As it pertains to the film version, he has been working on it on and off since 2015. It was actually slated to be his second film. At the time, Eggers is quoted as saying, "It feels ugly and blasphemous and egomaniacal and disgusting for a filmmaker in my place to do Nosferatu next. I was really planning on waiting a while." He went on to do The Lighthouse for his second and The Northman for his third. The upcoming Nosferatu became his fourth major film. The film is being produced by Focus Features with distribution by Universal Pictures internationally. Overall, Robert Eggers' Nosferatu promises to be a fresh and compelling take on one of humanity's greatest films. Don't fuck this up, Rob. Merry fucking Christmas, Rob!